We are live. Happy Independence Day, 4th of July. Not sure how many people will show up here, but I have a feeling a good amount. George is here. Thank you, George. I know. I wish, but everyone's got the day off, so I kind of got to pick up a lot of the slack. I cannot be barbecuing right now as much as I'd like to. Moses is here. I have a card from Moses, too, so we're going to bring up Moses' card today. Thank you, Moses. Thank you. Appreciate it. Josh says this series is hitting really well. I am very excited to keep this running. I'm happy to help. I mean, really, we're all in this to help each other. So this is good. Being a business owner is often a very lonely thing. You don't always have someone giving you the right direction. It's nice to have help. Joshua says, if you have any pointers or direction, having a written copy for your cards, or how? Let me star that, and I'll get back to that after. Daytona Beach real estate. I got your cards up here too. Thank you. Appreciate all of you for sharing these. Hopefully, we'll have a continuous stream of them because I think this is something a lot of people are looking forward to. I wish I could just critique every card. It's annoying because we have a very high volume of EDDM orders coming in, and I just can't spend half hour. I can't always put the focus into every single one, and I don't want to turn everyone's cards down. I don't want to nitpick everything. So this allows a time where I can just sit and focus, and everyone gets a lot of value out of it. So this is very good for everyone. I wish my staff would watch this, but they won't. They don't watch it. They don't watch Alan. Happy 4th. Hope you're doing something fun. We're actually going to an air show this weekend, so I'm pretty excited about that. We don't have anything really planned for today, but there's an air show, where they fly the fighter jets and stuff all over. So my kids are real stoked for that. I can't wait for that. The game changer for EDDM, yes. I love it. What's funny is I see so many postcard experts and stuff and businesses that make postcard, and they're so poorly done. They're terrible. It's like, do they even know what they're doing? Matthew says his very first time I told was almost done. Oh yes, I'm ready. I'm ready for you. I'm so proud of you. Almost done. I love that. Get every space sold. That's where the profit is. Got to get every space. No problem. Every space sold. Let me see what here. Okay, I'll star this, so I'll get back to that once we get into this. Oh, you're welcome, Tropical Cabbage. I love that. I'm very, very happy. Very happy. I enjoy it. I really enjoy this. I get to do my YouTube. I like to make videos. I hope you guys watched my recent video on designing. I just did one right in front of you. Redesigned a card. You can learn a lot even if you're not a designer. You can learn a ton. The difference between a really great design and a working design is the marketing put into it. Any designer can make a good-looking card. Any competent designer can make a card look good. But that doesn't mean it's going to perform well. That doesn't mean it's going to perform as best as it can. You have to look at it through a marketing lens. You've got to really think of what is going to go on this card. A graphic designer does not know the answer to those. Graphic designers just know how to make things look good. They don't always know how to get people to respond. That's a whole other game, and it's hard to find someone to do both, so it gets complicated. So I'm doing these series. Hopefully. Thank you. I know, and I wish more people see it, but I don't think they get. I don't know. It's not one of my most popular videos, but I like it. No, of course not. Send it over. There's another power washer, too. We'll try to get through as many as we can. And if I can't get to this one this week, I'll do it next week. Maybe even we'll do if it gets popular enough, I might do like a regular live show and have a marketing topic, and then have another one in the week that is just on postcard critique. So who knows? Dan Johnson is here. Great to see you, Dan. Tell my boy Truman I said hi. Thank you. So I got one right here. See that? You couldn't actually, on the thing, I didn't cover my eyes, and you can see it. see it. If you cover the eyes, the camera switches the focus, but on the video, it was the original. That was the original. Thank you. And the template. I thought about selling the template. Originally, I edited it out. I was going to sell the template, make some money on it, but I said, screw it. Just give it away. Give it away. Oh, nice. Thank you, Zoo Squad. Thank you. I hope you're having a good 4th. Hope you got something cooking on the barbecue later. All right, let's pull some of these up. Let's see what we got here. Wait, I got to share it. I got to share my screen. Moses says, do you mind going over in D? I'm going to start this too. Indisha Postal? Sure, definitely. Oh, yeah, that's a great question. And I have Joshua's also up here pinned, so I'll get back to them also. I'm just pulling up. I'll have to share my screen. Someday I'll get faster at this. Chrome tab. Email. Share. Oh, you're watching. Corey's watching at the airport. Nice. That was Corey's card. Thank you. That you kicked this off. You're the one that kicked this off. Thank you. Oh, you're right on time. We were just chit-chatting. So you're good, Earl. Talking about designs. We're getting right into the design. I just shared my screen. I'll pull it up in a second. I'm gonna find them. I tagged them here. Yeah, I got them here. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got. Wait. Sorry, I gotta share it here. There. Now you can see it. Okay. Now you can see it. We could do I don't know, we could start from the bottom. This is very busy. Wait, let me make sure you can see this. Yeah, you can see this. Very busy. Here, okay, this is the postcard. Two sides, okay. Okay, this is the postcard. I don't know what size. Oh, it says 9 by 6.5. So it was made in Canva. I can tell because of the naming screen there. So your sizing is okay. It's for an EDDM size. Often I get these cards and the problem is they're not even sized right. But you're good. You're good for EDDM. This is super simple. This will not work for EDDM. This is no good to send for EDDM. And anyone, if you want to weigh in, we don't got to be jerks. We can be helpful, positive, encouraging, but also realistic. This is not good for EDDM to send. This is something that would be good as like a handout that you would put in with whenever you deliver your service. This is like a good handout, but this is not good. The logo's fun. I like the name and the logo is okay. The color's good. You have a brand in here and stuff, but this is not good for EDDM. This is not going to, it's not going to convince someone. It's not going to instantly tell what this is. I think people will get confused when they see it and not really totally sure what this is, which is not good. And they just, there's nothing to really encourage them to sign up or use. It looks like a delivery service. It looks like a DoorDash type thing, Instacart type of thing. And maybe you don't have, I don't know if you have Instacart or DoorDash there. Maybe there isn't. I don't know if you're competing against something like that. So if you are, you may need to really pronounce what you have some kind of advantage over them. So I would really hammer on that because you're going to want to pick up the people who are already using those services and why you're different. Why should they use you? But also, if you're not, you could, if you don't have any kind of delivery service like this, or you offer deliveries for things that they wouldn't normally do, you should be really, this card should scream that. It should really solve some problems that people have. And this isn't solving any problems. Someone isn't seeing this and saying, oh, you could solve this problem. Oh, you do this, I won't have to do this anymore. This needs a lot of work. Do not mail this. Don't mail it. You can do so much with this, but this is not it for EDDM. It's not that it gets a nice looking card, but it's not good for EDDM. You got to redo that. Next. Yeah, it looks like a business card or something. Yep. America. Love America. Template on. Thank you, Conrad. Thank you, Steve. Oh, Marietta, Georgia, on the phone with Rob Smith, one of the greatest designers on the planet. Didn't know it's pronounced indicia. It's actually indicia. Indicia is the actual pronouncing. But George is here. Good to see you. Yasu. Yeah, that was logo looks nice. The logo is nice. The colors are nice. You can there's potential here, but it is not there. I can't tell what, I know you can't tell what that is. Can't tell. The biggest market for this, I'm just gonna pull this off so we can focus on the comment for a second. The biggest market for this is older people, and there's no phone, so you need a local phone number that gets answered. That's a good point. That's a really good point. If your demographic is the demographic that needs to call in services, and there is, like my wife's father will never use a phone. Like he has a flip phone. Like, but these are the kind of services that age group 70 plus would use, and they're just they'll call a taxi. You know, they won't Uber because they can't. That is too technical. They need to call someone. So that's a great point right there. If you're targeting that age group, you really want to have a local, easy to something with, or a person answers. Christian says, I found you a couple of Macs. Thank you, Christian. Love what you're doing. Thank you. Yeah, I hope so. I appreciate that a ton. I'm blessed that there's like the whole postcard thing is like unsaturated. And if someone tries to get in there, they're gonna get stomped out. What up, Sarah? I didn't know she was gonna show up today. Holding the fort down at home. Aaron service. Yeah, this is good. I was just trying to move on, keep things moving, but using the right words and making things very simple. Aaron, do your errands. Pick up this. You won't have to pick up your prescriptions anymore. We'll come right to you. You have to use that very clear language. There's an old, I could find some other time. There's a handyman guy that does mailing with me, and it's so good because he's got a list of all the things that you can possibly think. It's like fix your squeaky doorknobs, all these little things, these little irks that you deal with every day. And he's got them all listed, all of them, all these little things in like kindergarten reading, fix the creaky floor, stop the loose, I'll tighten up the loose doorknob. I'll fix it. All these little things, you think of that people are annoyed by every day. And it's very simply put that I'll resolve that. That's what this kind of card needs to do, for sure. Yeah, I was like, come on live. Oh, Gene Calenda, one of my favorite other marketers. There's only a handful of other marketers, marketing people that sell marketing training, make marketing training that I like, and Gene is one of them. I like Jason Bell, I like Mike Cooch, I like Nick and Tom, I like Gene Calenda, Bruce Ruby. That's about it. I'm not thinking of anyone else. Yeah, QR codes is I used to be against QR codes. I used to hate that. I just, not that I hate them, they were useless. No one ever. And then right after around COVID, everyone forced us to really use, because the menus, people are installing because the menus, and now every phone is used to them. It took so long for people to get used to them, but now absolutely I'm a big fan of QR codes. 100%. I know. Yes, love you too. I hope you had like a big surgery, you break your shoulder or something. I follow your emails. You're one of the few. That's how I know if you like. There's only a few that I'll open a marketer's email, and you're one of them. I always open yours. It's got the RV. Love Gene Calenda. Yeah, for sure. I love QR codes on there. Okay, let's pull up another one. Let's pull up another one. Who we grabbing? Frank. Oh, I could do Frank's, but I have to pull his up. Hang on. Let's do this one. I designed this with Canva to share a business that show interest. This is, and I'll make sure to I'm going to make sure, because some of you might be on here that sent me a card, and I'll make sure to pull up yours because you're live here too. I don't know if these people are live. Pressure washing services. There's someone who's just sent me. I got 2 other pressure washing services on here sent too. It's a really popular service. Wait, is this on here? Yeah, it is. Okay, I didn't know if I was sharing it. Oh, 3 places. Dang. One day you're fine, and the next day you're up in the hospital. My neighbor just had a heart attack. My other neighbor thought he had a heart attack, and they took him into the cath lab or whatever, and they found it was totally fine. They were reading the EKG wrong, and he had the thing shoved up his artery, and it took weeks to recover just from that. He had no blockage. They thought he did. Pressure washing services, and there was another side, because it is a shared card. Yes. So this is smart that they, whether pay attention to my videos, so they must have a pressure washing business, and then on the other side, they're going to sell ad space on there to help cover the costs. A very smart strategy. It's a brilliant strategy. You can get all the free advertising you want, improve stickiness. Let's say, this needs a lot of work. I'm not a fan personally of the rounded edges on this style. It's like they're like pill boxes. I don't like that. I don't know why. I just think that it's not a great design strategy. It's probably fine, but I would like more square type things. This is not, it's not a great, these sizes for ads are not great. It's not a good, I would change the layout of this. There's just something about this that isn't, I think people would be really confused that these are different ads, and you would need to make some kind of wording that says, visit these local businesses or other local businesses you might enjoy. Something to that word. There's something that can be totally changed here. I'd have to sit there and make a different layout, and it would look way better. But let's look at the front here, which is your business. The QR codes are huge. You don't have to go so crazy with the QR codes. They scan small. They don't need to be the focal point. Right now, you've got these QR codes as the focal point, and that's a waste of space. There's one thing that you get a chance to have a focal where your eye instantly goes to, and you don't want that being the QR code. The QR code is great and it's important, but you really don't, in this case, you don't need that to be the first thing. That valuable real estate space does not need to be this giant QR code. You'd rather have it be, or your logo really, the eyes actually take a little bit to figure what this is, because there's so many things competing for these. You've tried to make the QR code really big, the logo really big, and then the pressure washing services is weird. And it's got these 2 things. I'm not sure why there's 2. It's confusing as heck. I almost said the H word on the thing. I got my YouTube banned. 607 too. You're look, that's south of me. I'm going to Binghamton tomorrow. I'm going to Johnson City, Vestal tomorrow. This is a, I'm just looking for typos. I don't see any typos. The color scheme is not good. I don't like that orange. I don't think that's good for pressure washing. I think it needs to be a green that's with your logo. This peachy orange thing is not a good complementing color. It doesn't scream clean. These pictures, I get the feeling are not, they look too stock. I think the pictures could be a little bit different. The pressure washing services is bad. Don't put services, put pressure washing. And that can be the headline. For pressure washing, people want pressure washing. And then you can put like things of more things that you can bullet point stuff that you do that will fix their problems. I just don't think this is so generic, and it's not personal. It's not, it looks like who is coming here? What is this services? Is a bad word. I don't think this is a great thing to mail. I just don't. And I wonder what QR code takes you to. I wonder what that experience is. I'm not going to go on it now. Someone can look on it now, but I wonder if that might be a better experience, that you could put things that, like when you go to the site, I don't know if you have better pictures. I don't know if you have certain advantages. Do you show up the same day? Do you have incentives? Is there any kind of incentive to call now? Is there a spring savings? Is there a coupon, a discount, things that would get people to actually pick up the phone and call or scan? Can they text you? It's just kind of weird. The postcard is just, I think people will be confused as to what this is. I'll share you of like what this whole services thing is. The services name is weird. I'll show you one of Rob Smith's designs on pressure washing. And this, I share this one now and then. Like, this is great. Look at this. This is just a huge, huge focal point of pressure washing. You know, instantly that's what this is. He's got support local business. It's got it bulleted, the different things. It looks like something pressure washing-y. Like, it's really clean and wet. It fits the bill. This is a great, you know who these people are. Like, even if these aren't the people, it just looks like a business you do business. We got the before and afters. So you have some fixing to do with that. Oh, great to see you, Bruce. Where does the postal box go? That's a good question, too. Where would you cram that thing up in there? There's like, I'd make these things smaller, because this would be the address side. I would make these. This is crazy that this is so big. This doesn't need to be that big. And this peachy color is weird. Nothing against you. Like, you did a good job putting this together and you definitely put some effort into here. But there's those little tweaks that will make it better. They will make it better. Better chance of success. Happy 4th, Bruce. Yeah, the round edges. Yeah, nah. The rounded edges aren't doing it on there. Lewis says, I mentioned being on a postcard to a barber, and he said they had to deal with it here. Oh, you don't have to convince it that they're better. You know, it's not a, oh, you have to do that. It's a try this. Here's another thing. Here's another thing to try. I mean, are you limited to, you can only do this? Try something else. The TV, the analogy that I would use would be, you run a TV commercial. Let's say you want customers in a certain area. You like certain neighborhoods that you know are good prospects. You want more business in certain areas. Maybe it's right around you or certain neighborhoods or parts down. And you run a TV commercial. How many of those people are going to see the commercial? You run the commercial. How many see it? You don't know. Some percent. Now, if you send a postcard, how many people see the postcard? If you send out a postcard to there, how many people will see it? And that's a great analogy to use. That's what I would use to emphasize the strength of postcards versus a TV. I also say, if you could put a blimp, you could spend $200,000 and fly the blimp above the air and put your business on it. How many people are going to step outside and look up? But not all of them. But you could send a postcard, just a postcard, and they'll all see it. I also use that animation. Send it to jake@printingforsupercheap.com. So jake@printingforsupercheap.com. Yeah, right. So there's a reason people power wash their house. There's reasons. Think of those reasons and emphasize those and what you're going to do to resolve those reasons and the advantages that you have. Because there's other pressure washers too. If they're thinking about pressure washing, why are they going to pick you? Do you have some kind of advantage that they don't? You really need to hammer that. And if they're not thinking about pressure washing, you want to make sure on the card that you're doing the thinking for them. You're saying, I can solve this, I can solve that, I can make this your sign, I can take the algae off, make your roof look like this. Yeah, there's no hook. There's no hook. Yeah, Rob is fantastic. You can't beat him. Scott, did you see my last video? I think you'd appreciate it. Now they can go really, really, really small, super small. I should make a video just on that. Crazy. I should make. What I could do is I could print a card and just do a series of small cards and see how small they can go before they stop scanning. That would be a good one. Yeah, pink, like I like that pressure washing. I think that looks nice. I think that looks really nice. Look at that. They've chosen that brand for pressure washing. I think you'd agree on that one. But you don't find pink very good in your retail boutiques, nail salon, hair salon. 90,000. I'll call you as soon as he finishes these 90,000 postcards. Woo! 90,000. Okay, what else we got here? Let's pick another one. Let's pick another. Who's here? Someone's here. How do I get back? Oh, I just got to go in my email. What's this one? Oh, Tyler, another pressure washing. Because I had asked him if he had a two. He just has one. He said another customer made this, or another postcard business made this for him. A graphic designer or a postcard business, something like that, made this for him. Tyler, right? I'm pretty sure it's Tyler. KO Power Wash. We knock the dirt out. Not good enough to mail. Like, you can mail it, but I wouldn't say, if you were asking my honest opinion and saying, like, if you were my best friend and you're saying I want to mail this out, I would tell you to fix some things. Sometimes all you need is just to get it out, and especially in the busy seasons, you may just need to mail stuff out. Like, it's not like you can. The campaign will tank for something like this because it's just timing. A lot of it is just timing. But this can be improved. There's not a lot of separation here. These are pictures that are on top of a really busy background that doesn't even look like water. This is a bad water background. It looks like a galaxy or something. It doesn't really look. It doesn't really look like the clean, bright, sparkling. It looks very dark. Not a good background. And the images are just popped on top of it. These need some kind of separation. You need chunkier bars, dividers, shapes between those to really highlight the pictures, for sure. The diagonal cut thing here that he's got like masked out, it blends in. You need some delineation there, definitely. And this blank space at the bottom is just an odd thing to have. It should all be cohesive. This is one. You should do two sides. Okay, there should be two sides. There's no reason you should be printing one side. That said, one side of the card, the address side, would be the side that does all the selling. That's the most important side. It should be able to stand on its own, but you should also have another side because it's not really going to cost you much more to print both sides. The truck is fine. The pictures are probably okay. Before and afters would be better if you have before and afters. And if I go on your site and you have before and afters, I would ask you, well, why the heck do you not have before and afters? Why don't you have before and afters? Get some before and after pictures on this thing. The logo is really low resolution. That would have to be cleaned up because it'll print kind of rough. The picture could be brightened up too on your thing. But it's just not getting, this is just a card that's, you're hoping to pick up someone who's in the market for power washing. They're already and they're going to call and they're going to price shop you. These are just those kind of people. You won't get like someone saying, oh crap, I should probably do this. That's where a postcard can really shine, where you have a good business and you know that you can solve problems that they have, and the postcard can get them to call. Not just a timing thing where they're fighting. And then you've got people fighting with competitors and the other guy's cheaper. And this is one of those cards. So you really got to sell, like someone said, sell the emotion. It's what are you going to do what are the things you're going to do that are going to solve a problem? They got algae on their roof. They got this crappy stuff on their house. You're going to get the driveway is going to be cleaned up. Like you have to really... They have to see this card and see that their problems are going to be solved quickly, easily. 10% discount, not enough. It means nothing. 10% discount means nothing. No one is going to call this because they get a 10% discount. So either a bigger discount or no discount at all. 10% discount will mean all you'll do is lose 10%. You'll get out there, you give a thing, and then they'll be like, oh, I get the 10% too, don't I? And you're like, oh, crap, yeah. It won't make any difference. 10% is nothing to get a new customer in there. Not at all. And then the 15% military discount. It's just an odd thing to have both of those on there. I wouldn't I would separate those, or so I would run probably 2 or 3 coupons. I would throw a coupon for maybe driveway, saying maybe make them specific things, or 20% off driveway, 30% off roof cleaning, something like that. Design's got to get fixed too. It's just little things. Like this is a service. You will sell jobs with a postcard. It's just got to get fixed a little bit. I used to sell QR codes back in the days of phone, not scan. Yeah, well, yeah, they scan pretty small. I'll try it. Yeah, the truck just shows that you're a legitimate business. It shouldn't be the big giant focal point. The before and afters for sure. Yeah, it's just shadow. You have to brighten that up, and you can fix those. You can actually fix that in software. Yeah, I know. Do they say you're gonna have someone that's gonna try to get 25%? It's very confusing. Yeah, I know. You get 25% off. This is when you get a higher to marketing. Yes, totally correct. Ooh, Charles Keys. Wow, sending me to 5. They beat Samson. Charles is now my top fan. What type of ad is good for a bookkeeping business? Well, for bookkeeping, you're going to be targeting businesses. So you're not going to be doing EDDM or anything. You're going to be targeting businesses and all the similar problems. You're going to think of the businesses that you're targeting, because if you're sending them to large corporations, it's going to be different than if you're selling them to everyday businesses. I would personally, if you wanted really the best results, think of the businesses that most likely need your services. Like these maybe it might be really small operations. It might be a certain industries, like it might be home improvement, it might be retail, it might be nail salons. Just think of the businesses that are most likely to need your services. Whatever you tend to see is the most likely, and then gear the postcard to them. With a targeted mailing where you're mailing it to a list, you can be really specific. So you can it might be 50 postcards to nail salons. It might be 50 postcards to a contractors, 50 to Lawncare. I don't know, whoever you're targeting. And you just send a postcard that's really geared to them. You think about their needs and what you can solve for them, and take a load off of them. Have it all done so you don't have to worry about it. That could be payroll. That could be just monthly books. Think of all these benefits. You can chat GPT this and just get bullet points and just hammer all the things that this business owner is not going to have to deal with, so that they see this card. All these things could be fixed. A huge load off them, reasonably priced. Maybe something that says like just your time saved alone will be worth it. Something where they can say, crap, if I'm spending this much hours of time, I might as well just pay someone to do this and get this done. It's going to be so reasonable. I'm going to be able to work on my business instead of the financials. A great graphic. I would buy a stock image, 100% stock image, high quality, of some really frustrated bookkeeping business, where they're frazzled and they've got the receipts. That's the kind of image that you want to hit them with, because they will connect with that. Oh my God, that's me. The receipts. I need help. I need to know more of this. I want to work on my business and not do any of this. You need to be that perfect solution. So that's what I would do for you, rather than just some generic postcard going out to everyone with no great stock image. It's a hugely emotional image. Those are extremely frustrating things for a business owner. So you need to tap into that. Yeah. Second set of eyes, all these little things. Because what's Dan is mentioning here, when I was selling windows, it was funny because I learned quickly on there, I never knew what actually would sell the window. You just go through a process of every little piece, like the lock. And you find that some people buy them because they're secure, because the lock thing. Some people buy them because they open easier, they open a certain way, or some like whether it's 3 panes of glass, or some like that it's got a thing that easily. I mean, I would sell windows because they had the little lip on it to make the lifting easier. These little things, and you don't know what is going to be the thing that sells it. It might, for everyone, they might have a different thing. So when you have bullet points that list all these things out, like the handyman says, well, I'll fix your creaky doors, I'll fix your squeaky this, loose this, like Dan is saying, adding a whole bunch of stuff on the card might trigger them to buy. They might say A tree guy who does a ton of business with me just told me the other day. He goes, Jake. He goes, you know why he has Southern accent? He's in Kentucky or Georgia, I think. He goes, Jake. You know why I do business with you? He's like, because I watched you on YouTube a long time ago, and you said that you've been with your girlfriend like 20 years. You're not married. He goes, but you still call her your wife. He goes, that's me. He goes, that's the same thing. He goes, we've been together so long. It was that. That was what. He was like, I connect with. You never know what they'll connect with, what will trigger them to do something. So it's really good to put a bunch of stuff like that. Excellent point. Hope that makes sense for everyone. Barber wants to let people know throwing money with their eyes closed is bad. Yeah. Yeah, insult them. That's good. Good one. Just keep tossing that money. Keep dumping that money over to the TV station. So they can run them fake TVs. Tree service all the way. I do a ton of tree service mailing. Tree Leads Today is a big, huge lead service. The thing that's working for trees are letters. They're 100%. They're letters. They're letters that say, I'm in your area. We're doing a bunch of work. Now's the time to save since our crew is there. It's literally just a letter. That's what works for tree service. Will make you a ton of money. I talked with a guy who sends 1 million of them a year out just for his one business. Yeah, something like this. And you can ChatGPT stuff like that. Our booking pays for itself for your money back. That's great. Some of you see that it's just not worth doing it yourself. A guarantee, yeah. If you have a guarantee, better be freaking pronouncing it. Oh my God, Bruce is taking the #1 position. Samson doesn't know what he's. Get Charles is up here. Bruce is out here buying me lunch. Thank you guys. Jamil says, sleep better knowing your finances are handled. There you go. Guaranteed savings. Business for earning over 1 million. You might be targeting business. And you might use a different headline for a business that's smaller, a business that has lots of employees, or businesses that don't have any employees. You can get lists of all these. Hope we're enjoying this. I'm going to go to the next one. No, yeah, it's all right. You can always watch the rest after. Let's pull up another one. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Now your third video in the past 6 days and a major, yeah, I'm on it. Yeah, no problem, Charles. No problem at all. Thank you. Okay, let's go to another one. Let's pick up another. Some are on here too, and someone just said they were going to send one. Let's see who that was. Oh, Rob, this person too up at the top here. He said Rob Smith. Here's an example of a great postcard. You know Rob's going to bring the heat. He said Rob Smith, who I met through your channel, designed this for me. Okay to share. So you want to see a great postcard, a great design and marketing postcard right here. He sent me this right before I went live, thankfully. Sanitation service. Look at this. That's a top tier design. I don't know what Rob charging for this, but this is something you would spend $500, $1,000 on. This is a top tier design. Top. So here is can you see this? Hopefully we can all see this. Yeah. Here is the address side. So this is the side that it's going to the people's homes. This is the side they're going to see first. What's the focal point? What are you seeing right off the bat? $26 a month, because that's their advantage. That's their big advantage, is this thing is cheap, easy, $26 a month. Yes, he's got the garbage cans on there. You know in 1 second, in a split second what this is about. And even if it takes you a second to see what it's about, you see this giant only $26 a month, and you are intrigued. What is only $26 a month? Oh, it's got no contracts or junk fees, none. Huge advantage, because his competitors probably have these contracts or junk fees. He doesn't have any of that. So that's hitting the right point right there with an accent color. 5-star Google rating. Oh, locally family owned since 1993. A lot of times those things don't matter, but here it's a good thing to put on there. It just furthers the credibility, because you're making these big claims. You're making these huge claims that furthers the credibility. Quiet trucks, courteous crews, these are little things that are important to some people. Area's most dependable trash service, outstanding online reviews. This is we never miss a pickup. It keeps getting better. As you keep going around this card, it keeps getting better. He's using this loop I don't even know if that's I always do it on my postcards. I loop and then I stick like kind of the last thing I want them to see in the middle. So I'll loop things on the backs all the time. I'll loop them and then in the back, I didn't even see the QR code till the end. I'd gone all around and now I see the QR code. It's perfect, perfectly placed. This is brilliant. It's got the nice shape in there. And it has, we talk about depth. I don't see any drop shadows in here. He loves well, there is technically, there's one on the truck. Rob always, because I'm a big fan of drop shadows. I love how he uses them. But it does have depth because look at the truck is really small. It looks 3D. The truck is really small. The headline's really big and it looks like it's depth. It's got depth, which is great. I hate flat design. It's amazing. I don't even care what the other side is because the mailing side is the one that matters. Where else are you going to see top level design on here on the internet? Except on High Response Marketing Local Marketing Podcast. Hey, West Cobb, great. Beautiful. Beautiful. Choose the service most trusted by your neighbors. Perfect. I mean, care about this. I care about this side. It looks perfect. Don't you love that? I'm going to look at the comments. I got to throw this one up on there because that was such a good comment. Yeah, you got to see the letters. Wait, if you haven't seen those, email me. Your mind will be blown. Okay, I'll send it. I'll look at it. Stacking the trust signals. Yeah, he has. The pine straw. You know, someone said, I know, it's like I also sell pine straw. I guess if you want your pine straw, you do. I just learned about that. He's like, you have mulch, but we have pine straw down here. Something in like Georgia or something I think this is Georgia. This looks like Georgia. It's an EDDM letters. It's these letters that's been all the rage for a couple years now, and they work so well. Oh my God. They work so good. It's EDDM, but it looks like a letter. Oh, it's a ton. Love it. Love it. Love that. Okay, let me find. Where's that one? Where's that one that you put? Oh, whoops. Hang on. I don't know where you're. Oh, because it's not labeled. 1 second. I'll throw it on there. Omar says he's watching the channel. I know you've been wanting. We'll have yours. With Omar has letters too, but he likes them on matte, and they take us a little longer to print. We do glossy; it's real fast, but the matte takes a little bit. Plus, we were off this week. Okay, let me throw. I'll throw. Okay, he said I could critique it, so let's put it on there. Oh, you guys gonna get a big bonus today. Let me put this on here. Time is at 1:40. Oh, we're good. We're good. Where's my labels? Right here. I labeled them. All right, we'll pull this up. Eric Gilman. I don't know his. I want to try to do. Oh, Moses is here too. I want to do Moses's, and Justin Garton's here. So I want to make sure we do them too. Let me do these quick. I promise I'll get to you guys that are here. I promise. Omar, I'll get yours. I'll get Tyler. Tyler's pressure washing too. The other Tyler. It looks like there was 2 Tylers. Where's Justin? Justin Garton. Can you see this? Yeah, you can see this. Of Canva. Justin Garton, they have a great Justin and Tiffany Garton in Florida. They got their real estate realtors. I want to make sure we have that on the critiques here too. Okay, this is not what you have normally sent. This is not you've done postcards before and this is not what you normally send. I don't know if you're switching things up or something, but your other one's better. This is let's look at the indicia side. Why are you not, hang on. I have this somewhere. Here, maybe? Okay, I got it. Why are you not doing the same thing you did before? Probably because maybe you did a mailing and you didn't get any scans. You want to change it up. But your other ones were so much better than this. You got this AI generated image. Don't ditch the AI. Take a regular picture. This too AI. I know it's you, but it looks like it's cartoon driven. This is way too busy. I think what you're doing is trying to get everything on here. This is way too busy. Oh my God. I look at the headline here. There's no the focal point is you, which is this AI generate. Put Tiffany on there. You guys still together? Maybe you're not together anymore. I don't know if you're there. Put her on there. Put both of you on there. The focal point on here is you, which I understand realtors, you want to use your headshot. I know that. But you have this huge, it took me a minute to find. I'm surprised I even saw it. You have this list for only $69.50, which is, I don't know if that's good or bad. That might be bad. I know every market is different, and Florida's probably a really hot market, but this is, and it's probably a great deal. But I would probably change this wording here and not put a figure. Unless that's working for you, I think that's really risky. This is a big, what is your big advantage on here? And it's not being pronounced. Whether it's good or bad, it's not really being pronounced well. It's really hard to find it. You have all these QR codes. This has way too much information. The advantage checklist. What I'm looking at here, I think would be better if you spread it over multiple mailings, which you should be doing anyways. You have so many topics. The advantage checklist, that should be on its own mailing. If you're going to be mailing as a realtor, you have to be mailing consistently. They have to see you all the time in the mailbox. And you have something different. You want to put something different on there, something valuable each time. Then break this stuff apart. Do an advantage checklist and make a whole postcard just on that. Do the listing costs on a whole separate thing. Don't try to shove this all on the other. So I was grabbing here. Fortunately, I had this. You had these beautiful cards. Why is it this now? Look at this. Hang on. This is, you said I could share this before. Look how bright this is. This was your old card from, I don't know, earlier in the year or something. This pops. This is great. Looks great. It looks very Florida-y. I mean, this QR code is huge. It's fine. Find your home. This should actually be bigger. This should be bigger. Find your home value in under 30 seconds. This should be bigger. This is a great looking card. The colors are amazing, and this is a downgrade. I'm not putting you down. I know you're just looking for advice. This is the total downgrade. This is nothing near this. This is not gonna. This is too much. Too much. We get so wrapped up with our businesses, and we forget that we have to strip these things down sometimes. We know so much, and there's so much, and we might have to just pound it out to them and choke them with information, but you have to reserve some of it sometimes. You have to keep some of it away. Yeah, you got to, don't mail this. Don't do it. Don't do it. You got this savings example. If this is here it looks like it's explaining this $69.50. By the time they ever read that, they would have never gotten to it. I don't even know what these things. It would take me a half hour just to read this, and that's not good. That's not good for someone. Old way, 400,000 home at 3%, 12,000. I would reword this in a way that doesn't use these exact numbers. It might be used as half. Could be somehow you're using a phrase that says like half the closing costs, 30% less closing costs, and then explain it in another thing. Something like that, rather than this list for 7,000. I think that will scare people away. I think this whole card is this one was so much better. So much better. That's just my opinion. I still love you guys. You're one of my favorites. I'm sure other people will probably say the same thing. I'll bring up another one. Wait, let's just see what people say here. Nothing on screen. Oh my God, did I not share that? Did you guys not see that? I'm so sorry. C said I just text them. Did you not see? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Okay, I'll put it up. Where was it? I thought I had it up there. Where is he? Where'd it go? Would I delete it? Oh my God. Oh, right here. I'm so sorry. I thought, oh, because I shared the Canva. That's why I opened it up in Canva so I could see it on the screen. Okay, 1 second. Sorry. Hopefully you remember everything that I said. How do I do this? Stop screen. I got to share another one. I'm sorry. I forgot that it goes. I have to. It's sharing the tab. This is it right here. That's it. Now you can see it. Now you can see it. I'm so sorry. I should have looked at them. I should have looked at them comments. Yeah, now I probably have people texting me and stuff to share the thing. That's it. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. So this was their old card that they sent at one point. It looked great. But now they got this. Why? Why are you doing this? Why? Trying to add more stuff. You got something interesting, but it's not worded. It's not wording right. It's competing. There's so much stuff competing. I don't like the blue and teal unless you've completely changed brand. You can still use those colors and make it look way brighter. The silver with it is not good. It's darkening it. If these are your new branded colors, getting rid of the silver would make a huge difference alone. But this is just too much. Way too much. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'll let you. Sorry. Oh, you do need a buzzer. Because I need another person. Like, I need another person that will just control the thing or whatever. No one wants to do it. And so they're not doing the primary personal building trust. It takes the trust away. Yeah, it looks like a generated image. What if you guys didn't exist? Any good? Okay. And I will pull up those pinned comments too. I guess, is there any good info data you can speak to a shared postcard with a comprehensive array of fit in a tiny photo biz? Oh my God, I'm having a hard time. That can fit into a tiny. Let me just start that. Let me go into that before I use up my brain power here. Yeah, that was right. I was sharing the wrong thing. But you guys see this on the Wineberry? Hey. And the Lakeberry, none of the brand name. Oh, okay. So I appreciate that. Thank you for sending that in. I'm glad that you say that because I did one of these for another guy and he was competing against Instacart and DoorDash and he can't do it. You're in an area that doesn't have that. You are probably going to do amazing. EDDM can 100% work for you, but you got to take my advice and everyone's advice on that. Fix that card. You're gonna until Instacart comes in and wrecks you, or maybe you're rural enough to where they're not coming in. You're gonna do great. EDM is gonna be great for you. You just need to fix up that postcard. Yeah, the logo was really cool. Now that I know you don't have any competitors, I want you to do great on this. There's so much. That would be a really fun card to put together because there's so much. I've invented many talking points. Oh, for selling the share business sound good, but hard to. Okay. Let me just start it and remind me in a second. Moses, we'll do yours next quick. I'm so sorry. Now you can see it. I'm so depressed. Wait, I gotta take a step for that. I'm so depressed. They tore down the Tub of Suds today. It's torn down. They're destroying it. The whole building. The Tub of Suds is going away. For you guys that have been following me a long time, it's so depressing. The Tub of Suds being torn away. I got a picture of it over there. I painted it. I take photos of it. I painted it. I just got the Tub of Suds is gone. Gone. Short novel. Yeah, that's a short novel. I know. This was your old card. It was amazing. It was so great. Look at that. Yeah, we just don't have that. We just don't have it. Just don't have it in us. Let's throw Moses up here. Okay, we saw. Now you see it, right? You see Justin's card. Oh, this data. Okay. All of this is subjective. All of it. All of it's subjective. Who knows? This thing could get 1 million listings. Who knows? Could totally be. We just brought a dose of reality back here. Words bad, pictures good. Some people have these some people, and Justin might. Justin might be the data guy, and Tiffany's the creative one. I don't know. But some people may see this and say, this is right up my alley. Maybe a software engineer, electrical engineer might see this or something and say, wow, this is incredible. I have all this, that this person knows what they're doing. So this is a great comment, actually. It's a fantastic comment. This may be, for some people, exactly what they're looking for. Justin's card to be turned into VSL. There's a lot of meat in there. There's a lot of stuff in there. Flat fee listing. Flat fee listing. Yeah. Is it just? Yeah, right. Flat fee listing. Flat fee listing. No matter what. You can split test. Hard to split test real estate stuff. It's tough because it just takes so long. Okay, let's put a man Moses on here. Wait. Omar said I could share his. Hang on. I'm going to show you this letter format that's incredible, and I'm going to make sure that this is shared because this really is amazing. We want this one shared. Now we got it up there. Only $58,000. Oh, we got to go to designer. Oh, graphic. This one. Jew Creek. Omar. This letter. This is Omar's letter. Bell Ridge Tree Service. You can apply this even to other industries, and it works. This format works incredible. This is his letter. Good afternoon. We will be doing tree work in your area in the next few weeks. If you have a large tree or multiple trees you need removed or need clearing work done, now would be a good time to save on a tree care project. Call now for a free estimate. We are a small family owned. I see a space between the O. Make sure this is showing. Yeah, it's just showing. And operate a business. Customer safety and satisfaction is our top priority. We take all necessary precautions when visiting your property. Great. Totally worth. Yeah. Yeah, you can't go wrong with these. This format, which has been around for a couple years now, is so rock solid, especially for trees. Like, you can't really go too wrong with this, but this is great. I would do this one, the Call Omar Josh in blue. I would use the blue ink. And it really does just look like someone mailed it. We print these on different, there's other services that print them on different stocks. We print them on really thin postcard or thick flyer paper stock. So it really does just look like a letter. Yeah, this is great. Other than this little O space between the O, and I'd change this to blue. You don't have to make this QR code so big. You can make that smaller. I'd probably put text if you're going to offer texting. Call more Josh, something where you write in there that you can text it. This is great. This is great. You wouldn't believe the volume some of these people do on these. 10,000, 20,000. I think we do one guy's 10,000 a week. Every single week he does 10,000 of these. Every single week. Like without fail, 10,000 of these a week. Oh, wait, I gotta do Moses. Where's Moses? My man, Moses. Bleed it red. Also looking to do a fall cleanup and snow removal. I've been tuning in. I appreciate you, Moses. Meticulous Mowing, LLC. Okay, we're going to bring it up here. Let's look at the address side. Do you have an address? Okay, this is the address side. Make sure it's showing. Dan is the man. Gotta have Truman on here. Yeah, well, send it over. I probably can't get to it today, but send it over and I'll put it up next week. Please send it. What is your opinion of including intentional errors? Oh, yeah. Yeah. You hear that thrown around? I don't know. It bothers me so much if it's a glaring error that I don't know. Don't know. I don't think you can mess up. Like, I don't think having a typo, a spelling error, or some kind of space or punctuation is a problem ever. So I don't think it's a bad thing. I just don't know if it really helps anything. I know that you can make the argument that it jars, that it creates interest. Our eyes are more drawn to it. It shows that you're more of a real person. Don't know, but I don't think you can go wrong misspelling something. I think the type of people that crab about that and say, oh, it's misspelled, I'll never do business with a company that misspells something, are not the kind of customers you want anyways. So this is Moses's card right up. And my wife and I are joining forces with our businesses. She has an interior cleaning business. I have the groundskeep. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good. Jamil says I would use a blue fine point felt tip, actual handwriting, not a font. Yeah, we do a ton of these, and it's all similar. I don't know if it really matters too much, but yeah, if you want to get, it's good. I definitely do it in blue though. No. This is just EDDM, straight EDDM. It literally, Dan, we're talking about the tree letters. It literally arrives. You couldn't do this in any other way. You can only do it EDDM. You couldn't do this through regular mail because the machines would tear it up and you'd have postal marks all over it. But with EDDM, there's no postmarking, there's no barcodes, there's no crap, there's no mail. It doesn't go through all these processing. It goes straight to the carrier. So it's the only kind of thing you can send like that. And it literally just delivers like a note. So besides a little indicia, which is kind of tucked away in the top, it just looks like a guy just put it in their mailbox. I got one myself, and I was fooled. Like 2-3 years ago, I got one in the mail myself of those, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I go, "This tree guy is the smartest guy ever." I go, "This letter is amazing." And I thought for a second, like, "Did he just put this in my mail?" And I saw an EDDM indicia. I was like, wait a second. This is a smart guy. And then I'm like, I don't recognize this company. I've never heard of this company before. And I find out that it's an out of area company and they were just targeting a large. And then I found out that there was just a huge demand for this. There were lead companies and stuff that were doing it. And I've over the years, tree guys through YouTube and stuff have found me, and they've just been doing these kind of letters. They work so good. They literally look like someone just dropped off a letter at the house. You could apply this to so many different businesses. They work. You can send them over and over and over and over and over. They work. There you go. Bruce is using 100-pound text. 100-pound text, which is just a flyer paper. Literally just a flyer paper. You can never send it through the regular mail, but you can in EDDM. Depends on the niche. I'm not sure which one. You talking about the letter thing? Good to see you, Char. Where's Samson ain't on here? Corey Pebler ain't on here? Tim Black ain't on here? Dorn and Lucy ain't on here? As long as you're not selling proofreading services. Yeah, that's true. Okay. I did. I could probably pop yours up here too, since you made the effort. But let's go. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. Char's bringing the reality on here. So every now and then you guys bring in such good gems here. If you're a tutor, you would not want to do something. Can you imagine that? Or a school, tutoring school or anything like that, charter school. Yeah, excellent point. Okay, let's look at, hopefully you can see this okay, meticulous mowing. This is not a good, it's not great. It could be better. With mowing, lawn care, so much of it is just timing. So you put out a card during the ideal time, so that could be spring cleanups, fall, early spring, aeration, overseeding in the fall, just these hot times. You can do well with almost anything. So it's never like don't send it. But there's this orange color. I know you have it in the logo, but I don't think that needs to be as the big background color. Cohesively, it's fine. It's a cohesive color scheme, but it's just not. For landscaping and lawn care, I think you're better off sticking really strong greens, like lots of green. You're going to have lots of green, lots of white. Some people have yellow, but you have this orange, and the orange can just be little accent color. That M&M in there is just an accent color. You have made this accent color the main color, and it's competing with that green, and it's not needed. It's a weird color combination for landscaping. I think that the orange is better as an accent. It's great as an accent, but the whole card needs to really scream green. For landscaping, it needs to have really prominent green, and your M&M will stand out more. It won't be so swallowed up by the orange. I don't know what these flowers, they look like stoner flower. They look like, the stoner people with the mushrooms and stuff, and they draw like these groovy things. That's what it looks like. It looks like it's some kind of stoner, which maybe if you're reaching that audience, I don't know if that's what it looks like to me. I don't know why that's so big like that. But I do think you made a comment and you said you weren't sure how much space you had to use. So I'm guessing, let me make sure you guys are seeing this. Yeah, you see it. I don't know if we're just nervous of what kind of space. With EDDM, so I'll answer that question. With EDDM, you can use all the space available. You can go right around those things. So you have a tremendous amount of space. You have the positioning of them really fine. The indicias at the top right, the mailing label, it's called, the local postal customer, that can actually be smaller too. It doesn't have to be so big, but you have that whole space to use around it. The picture's a little bit like the weed whacker and stuff. The trimmer looks like just some real half done stock image. It's not really a great image. I love the picture of the nicely trimmed and edged yard. So that's nice. But the other ones they should be in a series of different things. Should be better pictures. I wonder if your website, you have better pictures. Some before and afters, if you have them, or just pictures of different job sites would be great. The fully service landscaper just means nothing. The big logo, it just really isn't doing anything. You don't have a big focal point. Detail oriented, it's very generic. It's very bland. It's not really hitting a target audience. It has a lot of wasted space, competing colors. There's so much that can be improved. You're just not using the space you have available for the things that you should be promoting. So let's look at this side. This side looks way more lawn care, landscaping, but they're not going to see that side unless they turn it over. The free estimates, bad. You have the dog on there. See, these things on here should all be on I don't know if you can see my mouse. I think you can. The mowing, edging, weeding, cleanup, those should be up all on the other side. And whatever that time of year you should be pitching. So whether it's spring cleanups, some pictures of it, really emphasize these things. Weed eating, weeds, maybe it's the time of the year for certain weeds. You should throw in a picture, weed-free yard. We'll get rid of the clover. We'll get rid of whatever. No more weeds in your yard. We'll aerate the thing. Whatever the particular time of the season is, the card should scream whatever those services are, because that's what people are looking for at that time. Or maybe in the middle of the summer, they're tired of mowing. We'll mow the rest of the year for you. No contracts. There's some kind of advantages you have that you should really be pushing. This picture here is good, where you've got the mulching and stuff. Like that kind of stuff should be on the other side. Licensed, bond, insured, residential, commercial are really hidden. If you're going for commercial, you should probably put something like on there. It just needs a little bit more green. You need to put these things on the other side. You probably should have some kind of incentive, some reason to call. You can definitely improve this 100%, because I think this is only going to catch people who are just like, it's serendipity. This is a serendipity card. It's where someone was at that very moment looking for Lawncare, and you happen to arrive in the mailbox. It's a serendipity card, where it was just some kind of magical coincidence that and those things are really hard to like mail with good results, because other people, they're going to call other people. They're going to call other people. They're going to shop around, and this is nothing on here is standing out from what someone else does. There's something you have that will stand out or solve a problem that they may be specifically looking for, and they didn't see it in other advertising. They didn't think of that problem until they got your card. There's problems with my lawn right now that I wish someone would, if I got a thing in the mail and they said, get rid of all these clovers, I would probably call. I just no one has came and said that, even though I know they probably all do it. And there's many people that are looking for that. I hope that helps. Change that, get rid of all that orange, and keep the orange as your accent color, not as this dual color thing. And the stoner thing. You throw some fuchsia in there or something. It look like a big pothead thing. It's just funny. It's what I think of when I see that. Good job, though, overall. Award-winning. Keeps paying every month. Okay, let's see these. I love these design. Thank you, Danny. Thank you. And someone said that I would. Oh yeah, no problem, guys. See, like this color, like this. I know you guys used to use this color, I think too. Like, oh, that's my. But it matches your dress, like this orange, because you guys always had the brightest color stuff, like super bright. Just the pop. You had that. I don't know why that card isn't. I was disappointed. I was disappointed, guys. But then maybe the bunch of software engineers like the card. There you go. Do you know you spelled this wrong? By lot about. Why not use orange space for mini review block? Oh yeah, use that space up. Yeah. See how nice in your little thumbnail here it stands out. It's not like half orange, half. It's just an accent. Just an accent. Maybe. And I'm not a stylist. That's what I think of those flowers. It looks like those pothead stores. Yeah, you should. Multiple ways to contact. There's so much. Yes. Hot pink on everything. Some people are crazy like that. Yeah, send it. Best Yard Awards. He might be a top notch. Judging by that one picture, had a wild edging, like perfect. So they might meticulous mowing like that. That might be the crowd that he's specifically targeting. He may be able to deliver these really like meticulous, and those are the kind of customers that he may need to specifically target. A couple more images, really strong thing of meticulous. He might not be the budget guy. Meticulous mowing by Moses. That picture was really nice. Like that, if you're targeting that audience, there's so much you can do because that is your advantage. You're probably just way more meticulous than other landscapers, so you need to hit that crowd. And I put the stoner flower. The stoner flower isn't in that crowd. I'm hoping that's what your business is. It's a very meticulous thing because you have a lot to work with that. You have a lot that you can promote on there. This is true too, and with landscaping too. This is how some people just don't want their face. They don't look amazing or whatever, but they like that. People do like seeing the person on there and seeing them at work, and it's a pleasurable person to do business with. People want to do business with people that they trust, that they can see, that they trust. So, but he may not want his picture. He may not he may not be photogenic person. Who knows? I think of Moses. I think of the beard, but probably good looking guy anyways. Small EDDM size for one ad. 6.25 by 9 is really 6.25 by 8. Well, for me, it'll cost the same as 9. Doesn't matter, 8 or 9. 6.25 by 9. You can do 4.25 by 12 too, which is a strange size. It's a big rectangle, but 6.25 by 9. I don't have one offhand to show you. Oh, Corey's here. Good. Best Yard of the Month, award winning. Yeah, that might be the way to go. Yeah, no problem. You should be proud. If you're delivering quality like that this card should scream that, because there are people who are going to want that kind of quality. And the meticulous mowing, you've picked a name. This card better scream meticulous mowing. Pictures of the perfect edging, pictures of this mulching that looks great. It should really show that. The people who want that there's going to be a select few. Only a select few landscapers are going to deliver that kind of lawn care quality. Yeah, I know it is. But you think I'm going to leave? You think I'm going to leave these people hanging? You can double up there. You can plant all the pot. He plants all the pot in their yards, all the hemp seeds in there. Mixes it in with he's like the Johnny Appleseed of the pot world or whatever. He's got a whole bunch of pot seeds and he spreads them across everyone's lawn. You imagine that? But through the cannabis seeds inside all the lawns, and he's just spreading them all over like Johnny Appleseed. Everyone's yards are growing giant pot leaves everywhere. What are these weeds? I can't get rid of these. Dip into meme territory. No, it would be funny. I did see one really good one that it was a realtor and he never did it or never did it with me. I was really hoping he would. It was an office. I can't remember what it was. It was from The Office. The whole thing was like a picture of The Office and it like whatever quote or saying from it. It was so funny. You too. You too, Rob. Oh yeah, absolutely. We worked through that issue. Woo! Great to see you. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep going because everyone's still on here. If it wasn't a holiday, we'd have twice as many people. It's okay. I think the worst thing you can do is use stock images. No, stock images are great. I'm going to disagree with you on this 100%. But I think I know where you're coming. You don't want pictures that look like stock images. Where they're images that are stock images that are typically low quality stock images that people can see through and say, this is not them. Those are bad. But good stock images are great, are fantastic. I don't know if, I'm trying to think of something that has a stock image that's great. This is, wait, let me look in here. Stock images are very powerful when used right. Man, I can't. There's one in particular, but I can't really show that one because I don't have their permission. But that's stock image. I wish I just had something with stock image right here. I don't. And I don't want to burn through time on the show. Stock images can be used fantastically, especially for pictures of people in certain emotions or states. First season in a new state and town. Okay. Yeah. Yes, the before and afters are going to do incredible. They're just going to ramp things up. Doesn't want to be pictured. I say get over here. Yeah. I would agree with you. I would agree with you there. Basically, Colorado. Oh, the giant pot. The giant pot. Small CM size for one. Oh, any size. But you're usually not going more than like 2.5 or something. If you take a 9x12 and split it into 9 things like a tic-tac-toe, that would be the smallest you really want to go. I'm just not sure what that measures to. Okay, who sent me this thing? Did Chuck send me this? No, he didn't. Chuck was gonna, but he didn't. Okay, who else do I have on here? I have this person here. I'm only going to do like 1 or 2 more. Someone I said I was gonna. Someone else had a junk thing. Let me throw their junk thing up. Oh, this is a really good one, actually. Because he said he sent 6,000 of these out and he only got like 1 call. Where is it? I'm trying to find him. I can't remember his name. I know it's in here. Where is it? He said he sent 6,000 and it was a junk card. I saw it. Brain is freaking shot. What was his name? Well, let's just go through these. No, that's something else. That's this. I gotta do those. These are all ones I'll do in another. This one would be good. Where is this? Crap. No, it's not that. I will do those ones later. Hang on. Let me look. Hang on. So I'm not like exposing other non-people's things. Because I just want to share his junk one before we go here. Dale. I don't know why I didn't see this before. It's Dale. I'll bring it up 1 second. Oh, he's right here. Oh, that's why. Sorry. Dale. My man. Okay. He said Dale sent out 6,000 of these using EDM for his local area, and he only received 2 responses. So he was a little upset with that. Dale's hauling and junk removal. So why did he send from a local printer? Why did he Why did he send 6,000 and didn't get good results? Let's look at the mailing side. This is the mailing side. This is the side people are going to see first. So let's help. Thank you, Char. Oh, just send it to me, Jake at printing. You got my email, Jake at printingforsupercheap.com. Okay, we'll do yours too. As long as people are still on here, we'll do them. Who cares? We'll still do them. I'll keep going. Dale, hopefully you can see this okay. Can I zoom it in a little bit? This is Dale's card. Dale's hauling. Well, I love that he has a picture. This is let's not think about the coupons yet. It's looking good. He's got a picture of him. Who cares if it's low resolution? Doesn't matter. This is an everyday guy. This is who you want showing up at your door for the junk hauling. This fits the bill. This is the guy I want Dale over. That's who I want. Dale's hauling. He got that little graphic. You call, I haul. Pictures. This is he's got the too much junk. Dale's hauling. He probably gets calls. Dale probably gets calls. I don't know if he's on here from those signs. He's got the door magnet, vet and senior discounts, free estimates. This is good. But now we have these coupons, which might be the issue. Might be part of the issue. $10 off, may not can be $20 off. These coupons are bad. This is coupons not good. I'm a fan of coupons and incentives, but this is used wrongly. This is not as good as it could be. This is not good. This stack of coupons is not good. Let me just look at the other side. What's the other side look like? Oh, this looks good. Need to get rid of some junk. Very strong, direct headline. This is good. You call, I haul. This is good. Pops out. It's got the little drawing of him on there. I'd probably just use your regular picture, but this is fine. This is fine. This is totally fine. So we have to think of why you sent 6,000 and didn't get, because there's nothing wrong with this card. Unless someone's seeing something and I'm pointing out, other than these coupons. Coupons are bad. These coupons totally offset this. You're just an everyday guy. You got this hauling business. People don't want to spend any money, right? They want to spend as little as possible. They just want something gone. They want this kind of guy to show up. They don't want the people in suit and ties and polo shirts showing up because they know it's going to be expensive. This is the kind of Dale, I want Dale in here. Junk removal. He's going to show up, get rid of this thing. I know his prices are going to be fair. There's no need for these coupons. These coupons do not need to be here. He is the coupon. Dale is the coupon. There's no need for any of these coupons. This just is a weird disconnect. It's like, why Dale's got all these, I can't process all these half load. I don't know what a half load is, a quarter load. I'm not the dumbest guy in the world, but I don't know what any of this means. 3/4 junk load. I don't know what any of this means. None of that does anything. And these $10, I don't know what junk load costs. Maybe I'm thinking this whole thing's going to be like $50. I don't know. This is off-putting, so confusing. Get rid of these coupons. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. If you're going to do some kind of coupon or incentive, I wouldn't do a coupon. I would just do an incentive and just try to put one thing on there that's like 20. I got to change the battery. Hang on. Camera went off the bat. I got to put a different battery in. Okay, should be good. Should be good now. We good? Hopefully you can see me there. Yeah, okay. Dale is the coupon. You don't need that. You don't need that. The other thing is I'll look at comments in a second, that even despite sending 6,000 of these out, junk hauling is not, I wonder if anyone else catches this. Junk hauling is not something that you can incentivize people to just do. No one's going to get off there saying, you know what, I will get rid of that thing. To a small degree, but junk hauling is just a thing that when you are frustrated with something and the timing, the season, an event just happens and you look for a junk hauler. You're looking for one that you see around town, or maybe you saved this postcard for when the time is. It's not something that you can just spur of the moment get people jumping out of their seats to do. You have to wait till they're ready. Not a lot of incentive to take someone who's not doing it right now to do it. So you just have to be top of mind, give them something where they're going to save it, recognize you, and call you at that point. So you have to consistently mail. It'd be better if you mailed to a smaller area and just consistently mailed and kept going with your truck around, the signage, all that kind of stuff, because it's like a plumber. You can't just convince people to go fix their toilet because it's not leaking. They don't need it at that point. So that's what you're running into. But I would ditch those coupons. But that's really what you're running into. Oh, this would probably, yeah, you guys are probably office beers under that desk. What do I do too? You see that? I have what do I have? Office beers. I have a seltzer and I have this stupid, oh, I can't say it because someone gave it to me. I can't say it though. I can't say it. Need a hook. Wydale. Put the offers on the back, maybe. Yeah. You could do that. I just don't think the coupon. I don't even understand what those mean. Half load, recency, frequency monitor. I think that he needs to keep mailing every. Yeah. It's like a realtor. You can't just convince someone to suddenly list their house the first time they see you. It's just not. They're thinking about it and things on there. Get them to think more about it. When the time is right, they think of you. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, okay. Nice. Yes, you better get on that because the fall's going to be coming up. And you have about 1 month to get this thing together. And you better start putting these things out come late August, early September. Yeah. But he's got a good business. Dale's got a good business. He's not totally thinking of the marketing thing. Timing. Yes. Oh, thank you, Chuck, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. I don't think he really needs to do, he can probably think of one particular offer or something like a 20% off or 15% off. There's not a lot you can do. It's like there's so many businesses that just, you can't, it's like fixing your toilet. Like, can I convince you to fix your toilet? Can I give you $50 off? No, because you don't have a toilet leaking right now. At some point you will, but there's nothing to, and that could, when you're thinking about other places, that could be the reason you call. But you can't just throw a strong offer and expect it to get people to do something like that. It's just timing. Yeah, trade specific. Yes, I don't. You don't know it to him. This is everyday thing. He knows exactly what that is. But the most homeowners don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, that's a good. You apply that to the letter, right? Okay, I gotta do. Property owners don't deliver the rentals. If you mail every month, you become a known person, correct? And he's got all the signage. He can throw the. He could even put a yard sign. He's got the trucks around there. You're gonna get neighbor. He's talking to neighbors. You can have review cards. There's so much more to exemplify this. And then you do the mailings, and people are like, "Oh man, I'm seeing Dale all over the place. I gotta call Dale. Get him to share it on social media." Call Dale. Excellent. Okay, Char, let me look 1 second here. Coupons are good. Okay, niche down like it needs to be in some language. Great tips. I hope Dale's watching. Come on, Dale. B2B. Okay, who was? Oh, Eric Gilman wanted his on here too. Let me get Eric Gilman on here. Where's Eric? My brain is. Where are you, Eric? Hang on there, buddy. Eric. Oh, that's a different Eric. Gilman. What business you got, Eric? Right here. Right here. Oh, okay. Realtor. Headline attention to. Okay, let's look at it. Let's look at this. This is the address side, so the side that people see first. I'll go on comments in a second. I know I have those couple pinned comments too. They're probably Joshua, or was it Joshua or Jonathan's probably left. This indicia is actually in the wrong spot. It's on the left. You can get away with that. It's okay. Like, it still complies because it has to be the top on a vertical card. It has to be in the top half. But I wouldn't move this to the right. I would put that indicia over to the right, because if you get a strict postal clerk, they might give you a problem with that. That's not a normal spot that mail carriers are used to having on there. So I would put that over here. Ridgeview Homes, median sales price increase 9%. So I'm assuming this is mailing to Ridgeview. The QR code does not need to be that big, and you could have the little arrow that says scan here for an in-depth. This font choice is really bad. This will actually print. This looks like it stands out, but in print, this will actually look a little not great. It won't be as so illuminated. So I would actually add some elements, some graphic elements, some shapes, like an arrow that's going to the QR code, like a big chunky arrow, some graphic shapes that break this up a little bit to make it stand out more. I don't like this font. I think this is just a default open font. The headline is okay, but this in-depth, it clashes too much. It looks like it might even be the same font as the headline. It just could look better. This is a really, I see it's probably made in Canva with their template thing. This needs to be designed better. The information on this, you're probably changing this every time, is okay, but this can be designed better, which will just increase the readability. It's just I'm saying weird a lot today. It's a very dull design. This can be presented better, because you want someone to see this and say, oh, this is like my house, and it should look more professional. In real estate, you do have to have some kind of professionalness to it. Like, I think it should just be polished a little bit better. The design, the tables got better. You should probably have some pictures of the homes if you can. There should be some kind of graphic. This could be better. If someone's thinking of listing, this is useful information. So that's not bad. This is very useful information. I hope this other side is selling them on you. This logo has to change. You got to get the high res version or have it upscaled, because this is going to print like crap. It's very fuzzy. Eric Gilman, your neighborhood real estate expert. You should probably have this into your front page, into the mailing side page for sure. You should have yourself on there. You should have yourself on there twice, really, but you should be on that mailing side page, because you want people to see you and associate this information with you. I would clean up this table, make it more visually appealing. You could add color on this top row header that would stand out, change this font, get a block in there that's an arrow that points to, it's hard for me if I had the Canva, I'd put it up here on there, but just a big arrow that goes behind the subhead here. Change that font. Here is just your generic type thing. I would probably change this subhead to something a little more like let's see how much we can sell your home for, something like that. Want to know how much I think I can sell your home for, or something along that line, so where they can, oh crap, all these are selling. What can I get for my home? I'm interested. He thinks he can get a lot. I want to know that figure. And then they call you, or text. You should put text on here. Call or email me. Wait, you don't want to text? You're not the texting type, Eric? Throw the text in there. Throw the disclaimer a little bit lower. Just needs a design. This could be so much better with a design refresh. Ultimately, though, you just got to keep mailing. This is the right kind of information. Little sprucing up would make this a world of difference in the mailbox. Tammy says, thank you, Tammy. The John Caller Mayor advertises monthly as a Clean Up the Desert nonprofit, engages with the community. You can get so much advertising with community involvement. You're sponsoring things. You're showing you're at a parade. You're at big events. You got your sign up all over the place. You're donating to things. Those things you can't put a price on, because they get you so much organic reach. Nah, you're all right. We don't need to see her. Search Google for episode 42. I love marketing for real. Interesting. Yeah, no problem at all. You have great information there and a really good headline. I mean, that's a pretty strong headline. If someone's selling in that part of it, it's gone up 9%. They really want to know. It just has to be presented a little bit better. That chart looks a little dodgy. It looks a little dicey. It can be polished better. So it just looks would look more professional. I think that's important here. I really think this is important. Okay, well, I'll do yours. Premier Power Washing. I'll do it. Then that's probably the last one I'm gonna do. And then I gotta go. Premiere, or did Char send me one too? Maybe it kind of seems artist partners understand they need to make more than one postcard run. You should treat marketing like a campaign. It's going to be multiples. It's not a one, oh my God, I'm going to spend $1,000 and I pray to God it works. No, you need to say, I'm going to do 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, just like any other advertising, Facebook, TV, radio, business. You are going to say, I'm going to commit to this. I'm going to set aside this amount of money. Okay, I'm going to be fine spending $2,500 a month or $1,000 a month. I'm going to do it for 6 months, 3 months, and I will gauge it then. That's when I'll gauge whether it's worth it or not. It's the people who just spend the people that spend $500, $1,000, $2,500 one time are the same people that are trying every other kind of advertising and seeing the same thing. I put $1,000 into Facebook ads. I put $1,000 into I just spent $2,500 with the TV commercial. I didn't get nothing. You have to commit to these things over a long period of time. Then you're not worrying about response. You're not worrying if you didn't get calls off that one mailing, because you need time. Like, people need to see you coming in, and you can test things. You can tweak things. You can hit different seasons. They see you 2-3 times or more, far more apt to do business with you. Okay, let's do Premier Power Washing. Let's get you up here. Where are you? I know you were right in here. I know you were right there. Oh wait, Chuck. I'll look at Chuck's too. Hang on. Let me throw him in there. Do I have this shared? Premier Power Washing. Tyler. Love that picture, Tyler. Can you see it? Are you on the screen? Yeah. Okay, this is that's the mailing side. All right. Let's look at both here. You can get away with this. You're using the most valuable side of the card and using a very minimal thing. I'm assuming this is during Christmas that you're doing this. You can get away with that because they're pretty much forced to turn it if they're interested in power washing. But what if they're not? There are things, as you probably know, in power washing that you don't know you need. There's lots of people who don't know really what power washing can do. They think of maybe their driveway. Maybe they think of their roof. They think of their siding, but they're not thinking of the driveway, or they don't know all the things that power washing can do for them. So if they don't know those, they're going to see power washing and not do anything. They're going to throw this out because they're not interested in their siding being washed, when they don't know that there's other things power washing can do. So you're wasting some chances trying to be clever like this. With power washing, I don't think that's a good thing. Being clever and being clever as for something like power washing, I don't think is right. Love the color scheme. The color scheme is good. I mean, the orange is it doesn't scream house washing. I think with a lot more white, it would be fine. But this is fine. This is totally fine. I'm just being stupid here. You obviously have these two as your brand brand identity. Got some before and afters. This roof honestly doesn't look. It looks like it was just adjusted in Photoshop. It looks like you took the roof and just changed. Like, it looks a little bit fake. I don't know if other people will see that, but to me it looks like, I feel that people will say, well, this is just an edited image. A close-up where there's grime and muck and growth, and then seeing a close-up of it not maybe even another image, like a picture in picture. Remember that? I don't know how old you are, but the old times they used to have picture in picture. You guys remember that on the TV? You could have one channel in the corner and one in the, you could use something like that where it just shows a close up of the crap that was on the one and then not on the other. So it verifies, oh, this isn't just one of those fat pictures where the person's just sucking in their gut and they just edited the picture. Minor nitpicking. This is good. This before and after is great with the snakeskin looking floor here. That's kind of cool. That looks great. That's a great before and after. This gutter thing, I know they're gutters. I'm pretty sure they're gutters. And it says gutter cleaning, is a great picture, but it's so cropped in, it's really hard to tell. I think a better images make all the difference for something like this. I love these big bullet points, soft washing, power washing, but be a little more specific. If you really wanted to tune this up, this is a serendipity card. It's a card where you're just, it's the time of year, someone's saying, this looks fine. This is one of the ones they'll call. And they'll probably call other ones. It's just a serendipity thing. It's just serendipity. Fine, it works great for them. But if you really want to get people who weren't really thinking of power washing, but will get them to call, you have to, especially this time of year where it's not in full swing, you have to show things and explain things that they're not thinking of. So it needs a little more detail of what you can do. Restore your driveway. Restore is a great word for pressure washing. Restore the way your roof looks. Get rid of use a lot of language like that tells someone, oh crap, I never thought of that. Well, that might be a good idea because we hate the way this looks. Instead of these broad, because power washing is just the thing, but what does it do? What is it going to do for you? The car needs more of that. And you're using up the whole other side, which could do that, or vice versa. You could have this kind of thing on the front, and the other side could have more in-depth stuff of what it can do. There was one more thing I wanted to mention on power washing for this, and that's what was it? It was something good, really important. Oh, the advantages. The advantage, we always forget there's features, advantages, benefits. The features are the thing. The benefits are what you get out of it, which should be in here. But the advantages, no one ever looks at the advantages. They're the most important thing. The most important thing when you're doing postcard advertising, I'm telling you, is the advantages. Because there's tons of pressure washing out there. The fact that you have a pressure washer means nothing. Everyone is pressure. Every pressure washer place is pressure washer. The benefits are great of what you can get, but everyone else can give those same benefits too. What is going to be the advantage? So features is your feature of pressure washing is already there. The benefits you need to add in there. But the advantages, do you have some kind of advantage or advantages that is better than your competitors? There's something you have that no one else has. Your business should have this. It could be a same day thing. It could be a pricing thing. It could be a package. There's something that you do better, that you do different, that you do better, that really distinguishes yourself, the advantage, and really focus on that. Marketers lose track of that all the time. They think in benefits. They think they're smart thinking in benefits when it's really advantages is what really sells it. Because this is now, in these days, there's tons of people to choose from. The benefits are all over the place too. But it's the advantages that really stand out. You can't hack the advantages. You can get wordy and stuff with benefits, and anyone can do that, but the advantages just comes down to your business model. You have something that's a clear advantage of why they should call you. That's what will really get an edge up on competition. That's what will get people who are thinking about other places to call you, because the other places are offering the same things. And they might be doing it better. They might be more entrenched, more knowledge, more credibility. What is it that you're going to offer that they're going to say, I can only get through? Oh, wow, they have this. I can totally, your business will change dramatically when you really focus on those advantages. And marketers all the time just forget about that. They think in benefits. I'm going to look at these things and I'm going to go. And then we'll do more. We want to do more next week. We want to do more reviews next week. You tell me if you like these. People are still hanging on, so. footer is very clear. Everything's very clear there. It's very clear. Like I didn't miss anything. Nothing missed. This is a little weird. The scan for your offer, it could be better. State the benefit of the benefit of the benefit. Yeah, picture in picture for sure. That would solve the issue of the roof looking like an edited picture, because it honestly looks like that. It looks like this is just taken in the shade, or that you just did some Photoshop and it's just a different, or the sunlight is positioned differently. And I think people will think they won't be impressed because it'll look fake. It looks like, well, it's a different lighting. But if you throw the picture in picture in there with the up close of a really nasty roof and then a clean one, it says, oh crap, that's why it looks like that. Holy, looks so much good. 38 watching it. They're like, thank you. They should. 100 is my record too. I hit 100 one time. This is July 4th. So how many people are here on July 4th? The advantages. That really is a secret. I've never talked to any other marketer. There's one, Brian Elias, who is my one of the he's a great business person, but he's got 1-800 Hanson's. If you guys ever heard of it, he founded that, sold it, and then started a flooring company that's now worth like $80 million in like the last 2 years. Insane. The guy is so smart. If you listen to anything by Brian Elias, and he doesn't teach. He's not a teacher, but he's on a few podcasts and stuff I've been following forever. He is an extremely smart business person for the trades and really any business. So many of these concepts apply. And he's, I think, the only person that I've resonated with on the advantages thing. And this is the guy that starts businesses from nothing and turns them into $100 million businesses in like a year or two. Advantages. Today it's about advantages. Wait, what is... I don't know what that is. Did he show something? My home sparkled after Joe from Premier transferred my home, Jane. Yeah, you can have... If you have reviews, flout them. Tout them, flout them. I don't know what the word is. I have a business installing... Like, that's a growing business. I had a guy that... You want to hear a funny story with the lights? He wanted to meet me with, like, I think it was $40,000 in cash. He's like, I want to do this huge campaign and stuff. Is it okay if I bring, it was like 40 grand or something in cash. He goes, I'll drive up there from these states away. And I was all freaked out and stuff. I have a business installation lights, and especially not Christmas. I was thinking Christmas lights. I read the comment too quick. Christmas lights and stuff, which is growing, but chandeliers and high-sing. Oh yeah, this is an advantage. The quotes through text, instant quotes. I love on Lawncare. Some of you Lawncare guys might have seen this. Actually, I got to hit up a client that used to order these all the time. I haven't heard from him in a little bit. I forgot about him. A trending thing that I like is a door hanger, and it's got white spaces. Your lawn will cost, and they put how much the lawn will cost to maintain. So they go up the road, and they just write $30, $50, or biweekly or weekly. And because landscapers they can tell, they can look at your yard and property and say, okay, this is going to be this much, and they just put the amounts. That's a great thing. Anything that you can make it convenient for someone to get a quote is incredible, because it's so hidden. It's like, I got to have a guy over here. I got to schedule time, especially people, if you're installing chandeliers and things in high ceilings. These are people that have money, and they're probably busy. They're probably extremely busy, and they don't have the time to go schedule an appointment and have a guy come out and both be there. And the guy's got to come home from the office and stuff. So a text thing would be great. You could probably mail this to upper income or really nice areas in EDDM and just really, really hammer that. You quote by text. We won't interrupt your busy lifestyle type wording and images. Install these highlights, or maybe you clean highlights. I don't know, but that's a great business, and you'll have great advantages. I think a lot of opportunity for doing a mailing for that. The smart as you someday. I made a lot of mistakes, so I've learned it. I've learned it the hard way. There's really no one. Well, I would recommend Cashvertising, the book Cashvertising. Pretty sure you can get it on Amazon. That would be the main book I would recommend, because it's a lot of local marketing, relevant stuff and copywriting and just the psychologies of what makes offers and incentives more powerful. I would really, really encourage you to read that. Cash advertising. But in local marketing, I have an advantage where I see so much. I see so much. I see things that work. I see things that don't work. And over a decade, and plus running my own businesses, and I only deal with local marketing. And there's not many people at all that are absorbed day in, day out by all these different local local businesses. Like from nail salons to junk hauling to pressure washing. There's just not many people out there. Usually the type of marketing people they're dealing with at the corporate level, they're training, they're doing SaaS, or they're doing the techie stuff, or just giant corporate type stuff. And there's really just not much out there that I know of for the people who know a lot about local marketing, local marketers, the mafia. Yeah, I know. That's why I was worried. I was like, my friend's the chief of police. I was like, you better come here and bring your freaking gun or whatever. We'll freaking pop. Is it? I don't want to say the word. I won't get demonetized. Yeah, the Johnny Appleseed. The Johnny Appleseed. They pay up front for 6 months. Yeah. Woof. I love packages like that. I don't do those kind of packages. I don't have the wherewithal for it. But yes, packages like that. Oh yeah, and AI is getting so smart with these chatbots. It's like really, and now they sound like an actual human. Okay, I'm gonna go, guys. Wait, I'm gonna look at these last. Thank you, Zoo Squad. I wish I knew your first name, but Zoo Squad, I like that too. I had some of these pinned comments I just want to throw up here. Josh was probably long gone. If you have any pointers direction, have you written copy for your cards? Who would you look at? You know what? I hate to say this, but honestly, it's ChatGPT. You can't beat it. You can't beat ChatGPT. It's still not great, and you really gotta tweak it. You gotta fix it because it does sound a little over the top sometimes. But just it does the work of copyright. Like it will spit out so many ideas. You'd have to spend thousands on a copyright. So it's putting copywriters out of business for the most part. Not totally, but it is. just to get ideas, give me 5 bullet points, make them more persuasive, make them more casual. You can come up with taglines, headlines, creative things, funny things. It's subheads, just little blips of copy. You can limit things to certain amounts of words. It's incredible. One thing I spend the most time attention on is trying to get the reader's attention in a good offer. At what point would you hire an agency? No, the copy is not really going to be your problem. The design and what you're going to get attention, you need to simplify things. You're probably trying to put too much and trying to do too much on a postcard. The goal of that postcard is really just to get someone to take the next step, whether that's going onto your website or calling you or texting you. It's just to get them to that next step. So you really need as minimal information as possible. You don't want them thumbing through this is not a digest. So you really don't want much copy at all. You're talking a big headline, it's a color scheme that hits the mark, that pops. I use that word. I'm not afraid to use that word. Big headline, specific pattern. I like Z pattern or looping, where it goes around and takes them to where they can take the next step. They see the advantage. They see some benefits. They take the next step. It doesn't need to be some long copy where you're trying to sell them some complicated service on the card. Just take the next step. Postal guidelines. Ask me that next time. But I think we kind of covered that. Shout out to my top fans here. I can't fake. Ask me that next time. Too much brain power. I gotta go take my kids to the air show. You guys gonna have a great weekend? Thank you. Redesign that card. I know you got it in you. First of all, I donate time. Oh, okay. Thanks for... Oh, anytime, Brian. Anytime. Yeah, put something together. Nice. I don't know if I'm supposed to share that or not. I share next time. In the voice of. That's a good prompt. We should probably do a thing on prompts because you guys are probably more knowledgeable of that than I am on prompts. I do use ChatGPT all the time, but I know I'm not using it anywhere near my full potential. Thank you, Moses. Thank you. You too. Moses. Meticulous mowing. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you. Wait a second. We got to throw Chuck's on there. Can I do next week? Let's do Chuck's next week. I don't want to do another one. I'm tapped out. I'm going to do yours next week, okay? I promise. Harass me about it. I'm tapped out. I will see you guys. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Send me more. Anyone watching this, send me more. Let's make sure we have lots to keep going. I will see you guys next week with more videos too. I'm on my video grind.